week 2, done and dusted. So for the second week, I was doing 4 sessions of moderate cardio, just to bring back the exercise back in after a week of just walking. I achieved 1 run and 3 cross-training sessions. They were going to be half an hour, but I decided that wasn't going to be realistic for what I was achieving in terms of getting back into balance with my regime and things like that. So I did a 45-minute session 4 times in the week. So the rest of the week I was doing yin and power yoga. So that's all about following the breath in terms of movements and things like that. The power was hot yoga, so got a good sweat up there. That helps with detoxifying the body and rinsing out all the organs and things like that. So that was a really good experience because it's also strengthening the mind, because you have to hold the postures for quite a long time. So it's actually a lot more of a challenge than what people think, so don't underestimate it. And I guess for me, realizing where my body's at was a big thing. So body awareness, like my neck and my shoulders and my Achilles actually and my hammies are all quite tight, and it restricts a lot of my movement. And so when we're doing back bends and things like that, like my neck only gets so far and then it gets all tight behind there. So it's about learning to let go and also accepting where you are in the practice. So not about overexertion, it's just learning that patience and learning that you have that improvement that you can make, because every day you're preparing for something better for the next day, in terms of that. So I think upon reflection on all of this, why we become out of balance. And a big part is probably that we all want to push for excellence. We all want to do the best that we can. So in terms of the positive intent in all of that, is that we pushing ourselves so we can do the best that we can, but with that positive intention, we actually in turn lose the balance and we become less efficient physically and mentally. We become less focused physically, mentally and emotionally. So it's about becoming more efficient in knowing when to push and when to not push, and be, and taking it that little bit further when we know we can, and bring it back to balance though, and not overextend and get out of that balance where it's going to take a while to come back, and we lose our power as such, because there's a lot of power in balance. There's a lot of power in stability. Obviously, we need to become unbalanced to learn some things, but essentially, where we want to be in terms of working most efficiently is that balance. So I guess what I'm saying is, it doesn't mean that you should become complacent at all. Not at all. It's more about that knowing, understanding yourself, and knowing that right time to push and the right time to say, okay, actually I need to come back into balance. I've gone a bit far, and what can I take away from this? So I'm not, and by any means, and let me stress this, saying that not don't go hard out into your physical activity and things like that. Not at all. I'm just saying, find your balance, find where your limits are. Sometimes to find our limits, we need to push them and we need to overexert them, and then you'll know, which is what I did. So everyone's an individual, so everyone's going to have their own point of limitation, and that's where we need to accept that that's where we are, and then learn from it and move forward. Also, just wanted to touch base on a little bit of the food side of things and what I've been doing. So the first week, I was just pretty much fruit, veg, nuts, ancient grains, and that was about it, with herbal teas and water. And then this second week just gone, I was allowed to introduce back into my diet chicken and eggs. So there's no preservatives, no additives, no nothing. It's all natural food. So that's just a little snippet of the food side of things. Today's Monday, so start of the third week. So I'll be doing 5 sessions of moderate cardio, and then also keeping on doing the power and yin yoga. So I'll let you know what comes out of this week. P.S. Just wanted to clarify what I meant by limits. So I meant limit for that period of time. So in that moment, because essentially what you can do is improve on your limit. So we are actually beings of limitless potential. Just wanted to clarify that.